Greetings everyone! Today I'll take you with me as I create a new scene inspired by an art piece I found on Twitter. I'll be testing out my tools I've created for rendering 3D pixel art and fixing the bugs I found in them. I'll come to understand the limits of 3D pixel art better for future projects. I download a hand model off the internet to use as a base for 3D modeling the hand. With the model, I hop into Blender and try to learn some 3D modeling to get a usable hand model as a side product. This time I learned to create facets with selections, and I use these facets as a rig to pose the fingers according to the reference. I matched the facets like bones on a human hand to make the bending of the model more natural. I open my reference, and in sculpt mode, I use the pose tool to drag the fingers to correct positions with trial and error. Retrospectively, a rigged hand would have been more convenient, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. I clean up the hand a bit and remesh it to have less polygons. I apply a little bit of grassy material on top of it to distinguish between the meshes when I insta some grass on them later on. I quickly model the houses seen in the reference and the windmill with the small rotor. For 3D pixel art, low poly models tend to look good, as they get pixelized later on. I further change the poly count on the hand model and fix up the material distributions. I import the models into Unity and set them up for use. There I create materials with my custom shader and replace the materials I set in Blender. After playing around with the colors a bit, I apply my instances behavior to the hand and change some parameters to generate grass instances on the parts defined in Blender. Currently it's just the same script I use for trees, but I'm planning to change it a bit. But I tweak the values and it works with the hand too. The lighting looks a bit off as I was looking at new ways of combining the main shadows with the clouds. I'll be fixing them after this session. I use my tree prefabs in the scene and plant them as bushes with the trunk hidden. I update the color of the trees, and with my pixel camera system, I change the resolution at runtime to match the reference picture. I plant the rest of the trees and place the rest of the dwellings with the help of some rocks. After this, I fix the problems with the toon lighting and start the process of moving the hand to its own scene. I add a silly rotation script to the windmill that makes the scene feel a bit more alive. All in all, I feel like the hand turned out okay, however, there are some obvious problems. The perspective of the reference picture is not orthographic, and the horizon is visible. 3D pixel art works best with an orthographic camera, and as a lesson, I feel I should stick to the strengths of the style. A visible horizon is not itself a problem, but I should probably have some tool or asset to fill in the sky with clouds or a fade. In addition, these more complicated structures after a bit of testing ended up being quite difficult to place in the world. However, I'm quite happy how straightforward it was to apply my instancing and shading tools. There were some small bugs to fix, but that's life. I'll gladly hear any feedback and suggestions in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you wanna see more. Bye.